What's up, guys? Chris Kennedy again. The number one skill that you should be trying to develop in Jiu Jitsu, whether you are a white belt, colored belt, black belt, is getting on top and squishing your opponent. I want you to think of every style of fighting that involves grappling. Whether you're doing Jiu Jitsu, judo, wrestling, MMA, street fighting, if you are the guy on top squishing the guy on bottom, you are generally the one who is in control of the match. You are generally the one who is winning. The reason I wanted to bring this up is because guard is so freaking fun to fight from. It's so fun to fight from your guard. Boxing, takedowns, even submissions from mount are so freaking fun to practice and to drill and to win with. And they're all valuable and should be trained and used while competing and while sparring. However, because they are so fun, they oftentimes take away from the true nature of fighting, which is to simply control your opponent. I'm sure some of you guys have had this similar experience where a new white belt comes into the gym and you go and you grapple with him. And even though he is not in control of anything, he still flails around and he is still wild. And he might even cause a little bit of damage on accident, right? He might elbow you or kick you in the face or something. Happens all the time with these new spazzy white belts. Just because you can cause some damage does not mean that you are in control of a fight at all. However, if you are in control of a fight, if you are controlling the positioning, the distancing, the posturing, all that of a fight, then you get to dictate how much damage can be done, both taken and given. This is important in all realms of combat, right? If we're talking about basic wrestling or judo, maybe it's just to win. Maybe you just control them on the ground and get the pin and win. If we're talking about jiu-jitsu, in jiu-jitsu we have this saying, we say position before submission. Control the situation, control the opponent, and control yourself before you are able to get an effective submission or an effective attack. And of course, if we're talking about MMA, if you're controlling the position, even if there is no submission available, you can still land shots. If you have a good, tight top side control, maybe you're not able to submit the guy, but you're able to drop elbows on him or to drop some hammer fists on him. Position and control is far more important to get to dictate how much damage is both given and received. And of course, if we're talking about street fighting or self-defense or something like that, you don't always want to beat the crap out of someone, right? If you're thinking about some sort of a street fight, sometimes maybe you do want to beat the crap out of somebody, but sometimes maybe you just have, for example, a drunk friend who refuses to give you his keys. You don't want to take him down and elbow the crap out of his eye sockets, right? You might just want to hold him and control him until you can take his keys away from him so he doesn't drive drunk. There are situations in which control is going to lead to causing damage, and control is going to lead to simply controlling the situation so that nobody takes damage. This can all be done if your main goal in practice, and I want to encourage you guys to all do this, whenever you spar in jiu-jitsu or whatever your style is, try to get on top and squish your opponent, and you will be far more successful in competition and in future sparring matches. All right, guys, if you have any more questions, post them in the comments below. Good luck with everything. Peace.